Hello guys, good evening. How are you? It's been a while. I haven't had time to really come and talk about something, but today I've been having a long day at work. Things were happening, and I decided now let me. I thought about it when I was at my workplace, and I decided it's something that I want to share. That these people called manipulators. How do you spot a manipulative person? And when you do spot this manipulative person, what do you do about it? Often at times we have dealt with people in our lives where we came to ask ourselves, how exactly did I get here? How exactly did I get manipulated this much? You've heard the stories of people who say that they even surrendered money, large amount of money to people, and they don't even understand how stage by stage they were doing it, giving this money and then you give again and again, or whatever you were giving. And some people have even surrendered their businesses to people who have manipulated them over time. And I realized then in my analysis, I've been listening to many people talk, and I came to understand that manipulation is a process. Okay, it is something that someone does consciously again and again until they get to a point where they think that they can now move to the next stage. But these stages will move on from one stage to another. So when the manipulator sees that I'm in this stage and I am good enough to move to the next stage, then they move to the next stage. So stage number one of a manipulator is actually what we call investment. That is the first stage of a manipulator. When a manipulator comes into your life, specifically in a love story, the first thing they will do is invest in you. That is why you will hear stories that at first he took me on a date and he paid all the bills. At first he was so good to me. He used to treat me so well. At first, at first, at first, at first. Those are the stories we hear, like at first, at first, at first. So that at first that people keep on referring to is actually the stage of investment. What a manipulator does in the first stage of their process of manipulating you is actually invest in you. So if you are a lady and they have been watching you for some time, they will come and invest in you. They will take you out. If you welcome them in your house, they will do shopping. They might even pay rent. They might even, what else can they might even build a house for you. They might even do something, a heavy investment. And that investment at first is supposed to make you trust them so that they move on to the next stage. Now, after they have invested in you, you have something to refer back to. He's a good person. He has invested in me, especially the ladies. Let me be very specific because, again, most of the people who manipulate are men. I'm not saying that we don't have manipulative women, even manipulative ladies are there, but most of the time we encounter manipulative men. So, whatever they do first is that they invest in you. So when they invest in you, they build a level of trust that you see is looks real, like this is genuine. If he didn't love me, he wouldn't have done this. If maybe she didn't love me, she wouldn't have done this. And so they take you to a level of trust that you could not have had if they did not invest in you. And when they realize they have taken you into that level of trust, now they move to the second stage. And the second stage now is the physical stage. The physical stage means they will do something physical with you to create a lasting memory. Mm. By this I mean that if they have already invested, they could now go to the next one, which is, for example, having sex with you, sleeping with you. And when they do that, it's a level of intimacy they build now from the trust they built in the investment stage. Now they go to the stage where they have to create a level of intimacy physically, either by manipulating you through sex, or they will actually take you to a place, a vacation far away where it seems unforgettable. So during that vacation, you realize that you will have had a board with them. You have a board, and the bond that you have with them is a bond that you see is like kind of unbreakable. So when you compare it with the investment they did in the first stage, and now this physical connection they have built with you, then you realize that you are actually moving in the right in the right direction. And then they build a pattern. Now they build a pattern of doing the physical interaction a lot, and then from there they build what we call consistency. Consistency means that he will talk to you every day on the phone, or text you in the morning, text you during lunchtime, and text you in the evening. That is the consistency they are building. Remember, you've moved from the investment, you've come to the physical, then you are in the stage of the consistency. Now they build a pattern. They build a pattern in your life where you have to look up to that pattern. Now you see you have gone through two stages that are very crucial, and now they do another cycle of consistency. If it's calling you, they will call you on maybe in the morning, maybe every night at a specific time at 9 p.m. every night at 9 p.m. So I'll be expecting this call at 9 p.m. every night. You know what happens after they've been doing that for some times? They build what we are calling what consistency. Now, after consistency, you get used to their pattern. You get used to their pattern. So they will call me at 9 p.m. They do that. They can even do that for 1 week. And if it's a serious manipulator, I can even do that for 1 month, like one whole month, consistently calling at 9 p.m., consistently texting at 7 a.m. Good morning, enjoy your lunch, enjoy your afternoon, enjoy your evening, and then after that there is a call at 9 p.m. So you are left like in a pattern. You're used to a pattern. You remember the first two stages? You remember? And now this is the third one. They have built a pattern with you. So they have wired you in such a way that you look up to their call, you look up to their message. And if it doesn't come, then you will feel as if something is missing. And when I listen to someone give an example of a rat, an experiment was done using rats, and these rats were used to banging on a door, a tin door, and they bang, then the food would drop from the door. So the pattern went on, and the rats were used to banging and food, banging and food, banging and food. Then one day the rat comes and bangs on the door and nothing comes. What do you think will happen? The rat will continue banging the door and banging and expect the same again the following day, and again and again and again. So eventually, when the rat does come one day, and after all the consistency is broken, obviously it is a sad story. You as a human being, you will get broken, just like the rat would get broken, because the food is not forthcoming anymore. And then after the food is not forthcoming anymore, when the rat is so broken, what will happen is that the rat will eventually be feeling sad and expecting that, and wishing, even praying that the food will eventually come out of the banging of the tin door. And so the rat will be looking up at the door like every. So when a manipulator has given you a lot of consistency and taken you through these stages, and then they break that consistency down, now that's when they wire you to start chasing them. When they break the consistency, now they will put you in a situation of anxiety, like what is really happening, and then they will trigger you. The consistency goes hand in hand with the neglect. The neglected, that they start neglecting you, so they are wiring you to keep on banging, so that you get the consistency and the validation. Maybe you're used to that pattern that they were giving you, that you are used to. So those are the stages of a manipulator. They will start by giving you something, investing in you. Then they do what? The physical connection with you. Then they go to consistency. And then when they start breaking it to negative, then go to neglect. So follow